returning anime The Millionaire. Detective comes from a familiar source. Anime is slowly but surely coming back to our screens. Among them, The Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited, a fresh crime drama that made it to episodes before lockdown kicked in. The Spence sleuth has returned, picking up where he left off with episode 3. But did you know his story hails from a familiar source? The four Millionaire Detective books were first published in the 1970s by Yasutaka Tolstoy, an award-winning novelist who known less for detective stories. These were science fiction and surrealism. And if his name sounds vaguely familiar, it's probably because you've seen at least one of the two hit anime films inspired by his work, Paprika and The Girl Who Lived Through Time, both released in 2006. Sotsuway is considered by many to be the best of Japanese post-modern sci-fi. His work, A Tensorial Psycho, analytically have won multiple awards over the years. Drunk anime fans may well know him, only drunk the film and manga adaptations of his work. Paprika has also embedded itself in the Western cultural consciousness, whether Christopher Nolan's Inception was rip-off from, inspired by, or simply adjustment to the film, will be the topic in anime OPEs for years to come. That said, where does the Millionaire Detective stand in terms of Sotsuei style? It seems off-brand for the author, but they are still vague highlights of his flubber, psychoanalysis, and overall straightness. At first glance, the Millionaire Detective as a police procedural with a fairly chill department, save for one guy. That guy, Daisuke Kanbei, is rolling in cash and uses to solve all of his problems. From bribing witnesses and buying crime scenes, he prefers to take the quick and easy route, no matter how his long-suffering partner Haru Kato feels about it. In the 21st century iteration of the 1970s story, Kami does everything with the help of HEUSC, an eye with eyes and control everywhere, technically and a little scary, that's not entirely out of the realm of possibility this year. The real clincher come in two words. HEUSC says, after completing any big ticket job for Kanbei, the two words tacked into the title, Balance Limited. Millionaire might be the misnomer for Kanbei. He's already spent himself out of the bracket in the first two episodes. He's putting up at the least a cost incurred at the end of each. But Kanbei spends without fear because apparently he can never spend himself down to zero. He just has money forever. Why? How? That's about as important as a setup of the gang anime, really, and get us to our plot, and that's it. But what happens when our millionaire detective never has to worry about tapping out? He's never doing numbers in his head, simply shelling out enough yen and wanting to go to achieve these results. At these results, rely on the value of others. You know, the rest of us. Place on money, he shows himself not to understand the long-term effects his action may take. He's well aware of the power of his resource, even if that power means nothing to him. Personally, he may not be dream bending at time or time travel, but it still makes you stop and think. The Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited is currently streaming on Funimation.